Hey guys, welcome back to another new video, and today I just wanted to test out the new sketchbook that I bought recently, and this one is by the brand Fabriano. I already have a watercolor paper by Fabriano, but this is the Fabriano per artisti sketchbook paper, and this has 60 papers in it, and this is the A5 size, and also it is a 90 GSM paper, and the papers are glued at the top. So it's not like a regular sketchbook which is bound by nature and you can't tear off the paper, but this one you can easily tear it off, and if you make a mistake you can just crumple it and throw it away. And also it's a really good, thick, decent sketchbook. It has 60 pages in it. Even though it has only 60, it seems solid, and also the paper is quite thin because it's only 90 GSM. I've always used the same sketchbook in most of my videos, and that is this one, the brushstroke sketchbook, and this is a very decent sketchbook. And I just wanted to try out a different paper, so let's see how this performs. As always, I'm starting off with a very light sketch, and the first thing that I could notice about this sketchbook is that the paper is not bright as white. It's not white. It's kind of like an off-white color. Now that I'm done with the sketch, I'm moving on with the color pencils. As I told you before, this paper is a very thin paper and it's not on the thicker side, so you can't expect this paper to have that much texture on it, and you can clearly see that when I add the red color. Having less texture is actually not a disadvantage to these papers, because I think it's not designed to hold on to all the color pencil layers. I think it is designed for graphite and charcoal, so it's just like a normal sketchbook. And I'm using them for color pencils because why not? Since this paper doesn't have that much of a texture, I don't have to layer a lot because the grains are going to get filled within just a few layers. And I can get that saturated look that I'm going for in just a few minutes. Having less texture can be both an advantage and a disadvantage. And the advantage is that you don't have to layer a lot to get that saturated kind of look. Since you don't have to layer a lot, you can reduce your drawing time. The disadvantage is also the same, you can't layer a lot. So if you're totally new to color pencils and you don't know how these work, then I don't think that this paper is the best one for you. To my surprise, the color pencil just came off so easily when I used a stick eraser, and the highlight was quite as bright as I wanted them to be. So I don't have any negative comments about this paper because it works just as fine for color pencils, just for my needs. And if I use this for graphite or charcoal, I think that would be a better combination than color pencils, because as I told you, this is not designed for color pencils anyway. But in my opinion, I don't think that this sketchbook is going to be suitable for you if you're a beginner with color pencils, because as I told you, it's not going to take up the color pencil layers as well as some other papers like the brushstroke sketchbook or the Strathmore sketchbook, whatever it is. It's not designed for that. So if you're looking for a new sketchbook for color pencils, then this one is not for you. Maybe you can use it for graphite or charcoal, but definitely not for color pencil. And if you are a beginner, this is a big no for you. If you do want to use them for color pencils like I'm doing right now, then of course you can do that. But the only thing is that you can only use it for some quick sketches or some simple sketches. You can't do a very detailed sketch, you can't do a lot of layering with it, but it will suit you if you want something quick. I personally enjoyed using this paper because, as I told you, it was so quick for me. If I'm using my normal paper, then this drawing would have taken anywhere around 2 hours or so. I think I took around 45 minutes to 1 hour for this drawing, and I'm really happy with the result. The only problem that I faced with this paper is that it kind of buckled when I added a lot of pressure to my pencil. Other than that, it's just fine. So what I'm basically trying to say is that I really like this paper, but it's definitely not for beginners. If you know quite a few tips with your color pencils, then this might suit you. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye everybody. Take care.